Hey guys, Um yeah, this is my second pop-up raw thoughts that I'm doing now. I mean, I want to start popping up or publishing these thoughts. Or now is a question. I actually want to ask a question to the wider audience because I do need some help with some thought that has been burning me for a while and certainly expressed itself this morning and kind of like kept building up in the evening after I watched this podcast or video by a psychologist, and the thought is about that very thin line between exploration and or versus exploitation. And for me, I do see that line these days have become quite blurred. People often confuse what is a work that explores versus works that exploit. And I do see that, especially on works that are being produced probably since 2010 or the past 10 years, especially. And I think it's since the rise of, I will attribute that to the rise of cause uh, and Jeff Koons, but I think cause resonates better with millennials. But I do see that, particularly with the production of the companion figurines, that there was a sort of of settlement on the creative process by cause. I think he's a great artist. He was a great artist once. He was very creative, and I think he came up with a fantastic idea that resonate with people. He was popular. He made it very popular, but then he settled particularly on those two expressions, and I don't necessarily see that he explored beyond that point. Then he switched gradually into exploitation, and and I know and I wonder if the works of cause are good or are perceived good because they are exploratory good, or they are just good through exploitation or impopularity. So, and that thought came after I watched this. I was watching this podcast by this psychologist where he was asked about books, like what his opinion about people reading books, and he was commenting that indeed he sees a downtrend on readership, perhaps, but that doesn't necessarily infer that people are lacking access to information. In fact, he was commenting that with the rise of podcasts and YouTube videos and so on, people actually have far more access to information and quicker access to information than in quality and heavy information than before through books. But then I thought about it, and of course the guy was done given the credit that podcast now being consumed in a particular time segment that it was once considered idle, which is commuting time, and now people can actually listen to this podcast and audiobooks and everything that is made audio into that commuting time. So people are actually maximizing that time that was once considered idle, which is actually quite positive. But then, I mean, the downside of it is that a lot of information, as you guys know very well, is more information that you find in social media and podcasts could be a bit more of exploitation rather than exploration, because often the information that you see there is related to popularity rather than quality. And I think that got amplified with social media and internet. And this is one thing that I'm particularly curious because I'm researching on that particular topic for an upcoming exhibition that I want to do, and that I'm calling post-internet, and the effects that the internet had on artistic expressions, particularly for the past 10 years. So I don't know. I would like to ask that question. I mean, if anybody would like to help me on this thought process, what they think about what they think about that blurred line between exploration versus exploitation, and the value and the contribution of art slash and design, or the correlation between art and design on these two movements. As a thought, for me, art is primarily exploratory. I mean, art it goes hand in hand with curiosity. Design, on the other hand, it could be, I affiliate that to exploitation, especially commercial exploitation. But again, I don't necessarily think that it's absolutely wrong, and I mean, I respect designers greatly. But anything that is eventually finds its way, once discovered and finds its way into a mass production, it recharacterizes into something more commercial and less exploratory. And I think for me, art is about seeking answers, even if the question is yet to be elaborated. And as part of the collection, for me, I'm always after that singular movement of creativity. So I don't know. I would like, if anybody has a thought, or everybody wants to participate or in this discussion, by all means, you can message me, text me, or call me for those who know me. And yeah, I'm more than happy. We can grab a drink, and have a thought about this. But I'm interested, because I think it's going to be quite a valuable insight for this show that I'm having. So yeah, I mean, by all means, if you guys wanna help me out and share your thoughts about this topic, absolutely. I mean, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, I'll be posting questions like this from time to time. I'm always thinking, and I think is interesting to reach out to people, to see if they have the same thoughts. And yeah, I'm more than happy to keep thinking and see if we can find new ways all together, and find new arts all together, and new expressions all together. So yeah, by all means. I mean, if you guys want to participate, I'm in. So yeah, and if you guys want to help me out, absolutely. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think between that correlation between, or that relation between exploration versus exploitation. Okay. Thank you, guys. Cheers.